Okay, good morning class. This is Mr. Gilbert with part 5 of our series of a drawing from start to finish. So this is where we're at so far. Made some progress blocking in some more colors. You can see where I've reworked some areas and added a few details to the clouds with silver point to make it look like there's gray areas up there. Things are looking pretty good, but I've come to a point where I can't really decide what to do about that central area right in here around that bird. So in the original color studies, I had a couple different options. One was a very warm, sort of orangey red sunset kind of color, and the other was putting sunset colors in different areas and keeping them more of a violet tone. So when I got to this point in the drawing, I was sort of stumped about what to do next. So a couple things that I'm going to show you how to do to get past that sort of block. For those of you that are digitally inclined, probably the easiest way for you would be to take a photo, import it into Photoshop, and then use your fill tool or a brush or something to add different colors into that area and see what it looks like. And then once you've come up with a color combination that works with the rest of the image, then you can go back to the piece and match the color with the watercolors. But for me, I'm not that digitally inclined, so I like to do the old-fashioned way. I take little pieces of scrap paper and paint them with different colors and then sort of try them out. So, so this one could go here. This gives me a rough idea of what I'm going to be going for if it works out. So I might try different pieces in different combinations. I've got some cool colors and warm colors, different combinations of both, and see what works. And so I came up with a plan based on that. And from there, we will try to finish those areas with the first colors in there. And then I'm gonna have to go back, and you can see how the silver point is getting a little bit washed out compared to the value change compared to the colors surrounding it. So that's gonna have to go back to the drawing board and add some more layers to darken that up. Silver point, you can get slightly darker with more finger pressure if I were to draw more heavily. But to a certain point, it doesn't really work that way. The best way to make silver point darker is to keep layering more material on top. So I'm just going to go over it again in all those different areas and kind of beef that up a little bit so that it doesn't feel too washed out. Okay? All right, so those are your tips and tricks for today. Hope you guys are doing well. I know it's kind of nice to get into the studio and not listen to the news and all that stuff and kind of retreat a little bit sometimes, but pay attention to what's going on and stay safe, okay? Until next time.